guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Right.
What's going on, everyone? NateCap24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, we're going to do a 4-play mini scheme that I really like coming out of the pistol Y-off trips. I really wanted to highlight pistol formations because a lot of people don't look at them because they're not your meta type of plays. But I'm going to tell you guys that pistol has some of the best types of routes in all of the game, and people just have them overlooked. And with the newest quarterback out with Michael Vick, being a mobile guy, you can use angry runs in MUT. I really wanted to highlight some of the ways that you can kind of utilize it in a mini scheme, right? So let's go ahead and jump into it and show you basically kind of what we can do and why pistol formations should be something you should be looking at, okay? So let's go ahead and start with this halfback stretch. This formation can be found in the Falcons or the pistol offense. And what we're gonna do here is know that we can highlight halfback stretch as a start of a scheme, right? There's gonna be 2 run plays, 2 pass plays in this video. Now with halfback stretch, you know that, if you have the ability to basically run this, and it puts a lot of demand on the defense, whether they have to shoot the gap, whether they have to slide over their defense, whether they have the ability to go ahead and have to worry about it and get their user sucked down. It's definitely one of those, especially with angry runs, that you have to get basically 2 players to the ball to tackle them. It can be a headache. Now with pistol, keep in mind you have the ability to flip the play. Okay, by playmaking it, all you got to do is take the right stick and click it to the left if you want to go left, to the right. So just like single back, you can go either direction, which is really, really powerful. And we're going to show you different motions that we're going to use that are not only going to set up the run, but also set up the pass. So if we just go ahead and hike this, what's really nice about this stretch is that you have the ability to either string it out wide if your blocking shows that you have that ability, or you can cut it inside, kind of like like a zone play in order to kind of get your yards. So you see it here, we see that we have that ability basically to cut it outside, and you can get yourself 8 to 10 yards without getting touched, right? I can run this over and over again. There'll be times where I can cut it inside, sometimes it's time to cut it outside. Right here you can see here I got the inside lane, and I'm going to basically take it, right? Those are really hard for users to basically have to know, do I go over the top or do I stay at home, right? If I go ahead and now I can cut it back this way, you can see how this stretch play from pistol, you have a lot more options than you would out of single back, because if you look at the quarterback's ability to hand it off to you, right? He's not coming from under center and meeting you almost right by where the hash mark is. You're getting this right away. So at this point, you can see that you've got multiple types of spots to go to run with, right? If I wanted to take this up and then jukebox it left, I could do that. But what I'm doing basically is running it here. You can see how we have that ability. You really have a lot of options when it comes to it. Now, as far as motions go, we can motion this guy out, and you can see how we can kind of seal that player off a little bit better if we wanted to. If that guy's out there, now we're sealing it off. Now we're gonna try to get to the outside, right? And get ourselves that yards, right? Now, if I go ahead and use another motion, I can take Moss and I can motion him to the right. He comes in, so now he's got a little bit better angle there. So if I wanted to go ahead and seal that off, you can see how we were able to kind of take that hole. But you can see how many holes there are, and sometimes the holes just open up differently depending on what your alignment is, right? Now I can go over here and move this guy in. And if I do that, it moves the RB in again, right? And I'm just showing you different things to where when it comes to, do the motions, you have that ability basically to set up your blocks different. Now, the other one is if we go ahead and we playmaker it to the left, now we can go ahead and take some of the guys from the right side and move them over, right? I can move the tight end over here, and I can go ahead and block them. You can see at this point, we're gonna have that ability to kind of go right through that hole and just get a lot of yards, right? I'm not trying to make any moves here. I'm just trying to show you where the holes are, right? I'm not trying to make these into home run runs. We're just trying to show you the plays, right? So those are all the different types of things. You can move this guy over here if you wanted to, and I should have playmakered it before, because if you can't move this until you playmaker it, right? So just want to show you, you have to playmaker the player first, and then you do it. So if I wanted to playmaker that guy over, or I can, move this guy over, so that way RB has an easy block there. Now we're saying, you know what? Let's not block the right side of the field. Let's go ahead and block the left. Now you can see how you're gonna have that ability to basically string this out, whatever the case is, and get your yards, right? What I'm trying to say with this, as you should see with the first play, is stretch can be so versatile, right? Now, the second run is going to be basically halfback slam. Now, why is this play really important? It's because when people start trying to overcommit, you move all these guys over, this is the user, and now they're trying to shoot down here, right? If they try to shoot down there, what you're gonna see is that now you have that ability basically to slam it right there. You're gonna say, you know what? Go ahead and stop the stretch. We're gonna go ahead and slam it right down your throat. And you're gonna see how this is gonna be one of those runs. This works really, really good against any 3 down linemen where they're not pinching their line, whatever the case may be. But what you're really looking for is, overcommitment. When they overcommit to the right, that's when you slam it right there. See how they overcommitted to the right and they kind of, had a little bit of ability to stop the stretch. I didn't audible to slam, but I just want to make sure that you see that, where if they do overcommit, right, they go this way with it or whatever the case is, you put your slam out there, you go ahead and you punch it down their throat, and you can see how you're going to have that ability to basically go ahead and get a bunch of yards, right? Try to get down. So those are the first 2 plays. They work together. Slam is going to be that one to the left, and stretch can be anywhere. Now let's get into our pass plays. And the biggest thing you want to do is have a pass play that beat cover 3 and cover 4, okay? Those are going to be your 2 main defenses that you're going to face when it comes to zone, and you want to make sure you do. So cover 3, Sky, we'll do that first. And we're going to pick this play called PA boot slide. Now with this play, guys, I want you to look at this B route. This is one of those special routes that I tell you that is pretty much going to be found almost only in your pistol formations. It's just a unique route, and the reason why it's so quick when it comes to its posts is because when play action on pistol, you're basically a little bit closer to the running back as far as the distance between him and the line of scrimmage. So it's a lot of times they're quick hitting plays. So this route does a really good job. And if all we did was put the RB on a streak, and we could basically put this A on anything we want, we'll put them on a corner just to kind of get the user to have to worry about something. What you're going to see is you're going to have the ability to bomb this B over the top to the left side pretty easily. Now, if I'm not doing any extra blocking, I do like to cut off the play action, and that way it looks like a stretch, and then I can get the user to kind of go to the right. And if the user is not 100% sold on this B route, it's going to be a touchdown, right? So I go over here, I kind of cut it off, I stay under here, and now you're going to see that we're going to be able to throw this ball to this player, catch this ball, get yourself that easy yards around the corner, and hopefully get yourself in the end zone, right? I could have waited a little bit longer on that, but a lot of times what I want to do is I want to get it to him quickly, because you can see how flat this route is. Let him go get the down and distance on it, right? So you go here, looks like it's stretch. By this time, if your user is coming down, now they got to figure out who to cover. And a lot of times, if you see who's breaking first, it's the A that breaks out. If the user does stay in the middle of the field, you've got the A over there. You see how you got the tight end right over here, right? Tight ends are the corners, easy throw. So that's the throw you're going to do. That's the first read you're actually going to make based upon where the user is. And then you're going to see how this guy's going to get open over here. You get yourself an easy 1-play score, right? Now, we can use this with other motions, right? Because one of the motions that we talked about was to move this A over in case, we wanted. So now they think that it's going to be a run to the left, right? Well, what we can do here is kind of go through the same motions here. And now you've got yourself a lead blocker over here. So now you can kind of get out here. And you can see how we have that ability to throw it over that guy's head. And we got ourselves that easy 1-play score with that motion. So we're just doing type of motions that kind of mix it up, right? We can do the same motion that we did before when we moved this guy out, right? Move him over here. That guy moves out, put the A on. He could be the streak this time, right? And if you put him on the streak, now they have to worry about this RB versus the player here. And we can get that same type of mark, right? Move this guy over. You see the RB's coming over here. Now we got that B over here. Easy catch, get that ball in that little spot, catch it, and go through, through that little spot. So these plays are really, really quick hitting. Now, what I also like about this route is that it has the ability to be quickly thrown. So if I do something like this, where I put the A on a streak, I move him over, right? Or actually, I like it like this: RB on a streak, A on a zig route. You're going to see that I can cut this off really, really quickly and throw this ball underneath that player really quickly and let him get his hands, right? And if you got a player like Irvin that's got yak 'em up, you're going to have a lot of success. It's a quick hitting play. And if you start doing these quick hitting plays where, you do this route combination I just showed you right there, where we take the zig is going to take those linebackers down. See how it took the linebacker with them? That zig's going to take that linebacker with him. Now you're going to be able to fire that ball behind that linebacker underneath that safety. And you can see how you can get that ball in a playmaker's hands and basically kind of go up the field, right? So you got a lot of options when it comes to this play. Now, the second play that I want to show you is going to be PA double post, okay? Now, before I go into the second pass play, I want you guys to know that I have a fifth play in the scheme, and you guys can get it by simply just being a subscriber to our YouTube channel. If you guys don't know, we have exclusive plays every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on this video today, which is Friday, our play of the day. We upload it to our homepage on YouTube, and the only people that can see it are our subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button now so you understand that you want to make sure that you don't miss any of our content. That I'm going to give you a fourth play in this scheme that I absolutely love that kind of ties the whole thing together with a mobile quarterback, okay? So what we're going to do here on this last play is PA double post. And what we're going to do here with this is we're going to start off by calling cover 3, and then I'll show you against cover 4 because you want to cover 4 bomb, right? So against cover 3, we're going to do basically the same thing we've been doing, right? What ends up happening is we can move this A over. I'll do that here. See how that B comes over with him? He's actually that umbrella route that's going to keep that player from being in a spot that covers the RB. So if I just go ahead and go like this, it looks like it's going to be kind of a slam play. The RB is going to come across, and you can see how we're going to be able to catch that ball. He's that umbrella, and we got an easy catch, right? So that route is really, really good when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to, doing different plays with this, you can do a ton of things with this, right? I like to do is I like to put this A over here. I like to put the B on a underneath. So now I got a high-low. So basically something like this, where I go over here. I've got the ability to hit the RB across the middle, and I have the B over here. Same type deal. You're going to have yourself a big play. Well, that same setup is going to kill cover 4 drop as well. So let me go show you cover 4 drop just so you can see basically how to go ahead and utilize this the same way, right? So we'll go into a dollars type of situation here, go to cover 4 drop. We're going to go to PA post. Now, my favorite thing to do when it comes to cover 4 is to use that motion that we showed where we took the tight end and we motion him to the right and we just put him on a streak. This is going to be a really nice opportunity for you going to attack the right side of the field where the cover 4 safety is. Hold both those safeties, and you can see how we're going to be able to throw this ball in that little spot, get yourself an easy catch, and if you can get some extra yards, go ahead and do so, right? Now, this is the best to do it that way. Now, you definitely have the same ability to use that setup where we have it underneath the B. And what you'll see here is if the A goes ahead and does it, if you get any pressure, you just throw it to the B underneath, right? If not, you wait for this RB, you throw this ball over the top, get your big yards, and you're just torching cover 4 drop, right? And that's what this scheme's about. It's about making sure that you can beat, the popular defenses down the field, but also have the run game as part of it, right? And that's just kind of what we're looking for when we do this, right? Now, if you wanted to, you can definitely use the tight end on a corner route and not do anything here and basically just let him go. And now you say we have this corner route over here. It's going to be an easy catch on the sidelines to say, you know what? I'm not just trying to go for the ball and play every single time. That route's going to be really good for you there. It's just kind of one of those deals to where when you go ahead and mix in your plays, you can have a lot of success with them and really be able to go ahead and, kind of do a scheme like we've shown you. So if you guys like the scheme, first off, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. We do appreciate it. It goes a long way. And go ahead and check out our the 5th play of this, and that's simply by subscribing to this YouTube channel, totally free. Go check in the description. It'll be where it is as far as the homepage, and you'll see for 3 days it'll be up, and you'll see the 5th play, guys. We appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next video.